Welcome back to our Hoosier display here at the Performance Racing Industry Show. All forms of motorsports represented, including in our Hoosier Hero class. And now on stage, we're very happily joined by Keith Haney with the Midwest Drag Racing Series. And it's kind of cool, Keith. You got all sorts of fun and all sorts of people you come across, and you brought a guest with you. Who'd you bring with you?
I don't know if anybody knows who he is, but he's one badass driver. How's that? I don't know if I'm supposed to cuss or anything, but he can drive blue. How about that?
Motor Nova, the man, the myth. You're here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I appreciate being here, man. I mean, first off, for somebody to give me the opportunity to put me in a pro mod the way that Keith has this year, I couldn't be happier, man. I think that that's everybody's goal, you know, to come from where I came from, street racing, being out, doing things that, you know, it's not necessarily legal, but to where I'm at now, that's all I needed, man, was somebody to give me a chance. And Keith stepped up, and he did, and I think the results have been showing themselves.
When it comes to racing, guys, you got to get adhesion. That clutch has to engage. How important are Hoosier tires in this path for you?
I mean, that's what you see on all the pro mods, right? So they got to be doing something right out there. We haven't even thought about putting a different tire on our car. So, well, we did think about it. We thought about going from the 2021 to the 2055 at one point, but, you know, both Hoosier tires, and we're having a great time with them.
Is there compound choices to make?
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
I mean, in terms of the track conditions or atmosphere, whatever it is.
No, actually, no. In a nitrous combination, which is what I run on a regular basis with the Black Widow and the Black Mamba, I run a 2055. His combo, which is our combo still, but it's a turbo car, runs a 2021.
2021 is what we run on it. And honestly, depending on the track, if the track is very good, like what we have seen in Bradenton, you know, we might think about putting the 2055 on it also. So it's like anything else in drag racing, man. You got to find what works with which combination and what your car prefers.
We are after race 103 in the Winter Series for Pro Mods. Big money, big competition. Fastest group of 32 ever last weekend.
What are you talking about? I think there was fastest of 80.
I know it was the fastest 32
the
that made it.
From the 32 to the 31 was less than 2,000. So, I mean, if you ran a 361 with a 5, someone else right behind him went 361 with a 5 but lost a mile an hour. That's how close the ETs are. All the way down to your 70-something car was 368 or something like that. So, I mean, it's 80 of the baddest in the world. And I would say 95% of them are all on Hoosier tires.
What kind of juice does that give you, knowing you got that many cars and going for that kind of cash?
I mean, like I said, I've always been on the outside looking in, and no matter what type of racing you're in, you always pay attention to that type of stuff, you know. And so I'm out there getting to stage one of the baddest cars, in my opinion, on the property, next to people that I've watched do this, you know. So for me to be a part of that, like I said, man, I couldn't be happier for Keith to give me this opportunity. So, and we're going to run with it. I think we did what we wanted to do. We qualified number 12 out of all those badass guys.
Let's not talk about me.
And, you know.
Me not
yeah,
so much.
I joke around with Keith a lot, and I'm like, man, you're making the team look bad here, you know. So, but he's got some things in the works himself, and hopefully at the next one, we'll both get qualified up there pretty deep.
You're pretty humid. Your humility is here. You're very humble. But in reality, you have to overlook that, right? You're like, okay, I'm in the box. That guy next to me has got 17 championships. I've watched him do all sorts of things. Now I got to put it down. What was that feeling like? And is it something you've been accustomed to, or is it just kind of like a fun moment every time you roll up?
I mean, that's kind of what I've had to deal with for our whole career, man. Like, you get people out there that think that we're TV racers, you know. So it doesn't matter where I'm at, which car I'm in. I always feel like I have something to prove, and I feel like we did it.
And Keith, you got more going on with this guy and everything else you're doing. What are you all involved in now?
Well, you know, I partnered up with the guys at KB. I bought into KB Titan Racing, which is, everybody knows that, from Greg Anderson. Dallas Glenn just won a championship. Jim Whiteley, good friend of mine, partner. Eric Latino. I got Midwest Drag Racing Series going into the 10th year. Hoosier's been a part of it since day one. Frank and the whole crew here has been wonderful. You know, I got a whole bunch of car dealerships, and I got Sean. We're starting a pro mod division of KB Titan. So if you take a look right here, it says KB Titan Pro Mod. So the Pro Stock's doing wonderful. There ain't no reason to mess with it when it's running great. So we're going to start a Pro Mod side of it, and we'll have racers come in, kind of like Sean, wheel the cars, take them to the starting line, and run them.
I just saw the video clip of John Forrest getting a jacket that says 1,000 rounds won. Greg Anderson, the only other human to do it, and you're tied with that? That's pretty deep. That's pretty steep.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
You know, Rob Downing over there and Greg have done an amazing job, and they're good partners to have as well. And to be a part of that whole deal also makes the Pro Mod side even better. I mean, if you take a look at it, Pro Mod's probably the #1 watched class in the country right now. It's the hottest growing class in the country, and just to have KB and all that to be a part of it, it just makes it better for sponsors, marketing partners that are out there looking to come on board with us. You know, they get it across the whole board. They don't have to just get it on one car. Just, you know, they get it on everybody.
Well, and
unless
it's
you
good for
get
the
it on
drivers
his
also,
and 3 million followers, you know.
I think I come in with a different perspective on this whole deal, you know, because I'm not this. Let's be honest, man. This isn't my world, you know. So I'm kind of an outsider looking in, and that gives the average person, the average Joe like myself, a chance to step into one of these cars and go and show what you can do up against all these professionals, you know, at a discounted rate.
I hate when he says to professional. I mean, yeah, I see you right next to them.
People that
they
I
want to
have
beat
grown
you
up
just as
watching.
bad as you want to beat them.
Listen, man, everybody out there
They
wants to
doubt
win.
you,
but
they
people that I've grown up
doubt
watching,
you no more.
and people that I look up to, and things like that, you know, and that gives the average person a cheaper and an easier path to get into one of these cars and go out and show what they do. I've said this numerous times, man, this type of racing isn't for everybody, but this is an easy way before you step into how much it costs to run your whole program to find out if this is for you or not.
We have a 2026 Hoosier Hero nominated by industry, voted on by the fans, Jimmy Dale, who started the Little Gangster class, who is so excited to bring that to the Pro Mod world when it comes to the Winter Series. He got a chance to be at the World Series last year for the first time, but he is bringing grassroots forward as well. How many other guys do you see doing what you're doing what he's doing? Is it take a lot of time, or are people just catching on and saying, I get it now? Because your exposure with 3 million followers, you can actually get that message quicker, sooner. But in reality, the heart is still there. We want to get everybody involved.
Absolutely, you know, and it's got to be a dream. It's got to be something. Nobody's going to step into this and have a easy path. You have to work hard at it, and that's what we've done. You know, I don't want to keep on bringing this up, but look where I came from versus where we're at now. So it can be done.
Keith, your shirt says Midwest Drag Racing Series, but I'm saying Midwest is cold. We're looking at 20 degrees right now in Indianapolis. What kind of fun is that knowing you got 3 shots to make huge cash in Florida in the wintertime? There's a race next month, and the finals are in February.
Well, you know, it's just going down there and being a part of it. You know, I've been doing the Pro Mod stuff for a long time. Sean's new into it this year. Not that he hasn't had a Pro Mod pretty much on the street his whole life, but this is something that I want to race against the best of the best. My combo's the least to succeed, and I'm going to prove that it's going to be the best. My particular choice of combo, not my whole, you know, we got Harts Chargers, Pro Chargers, Screw Chargers, Turbos. I mean, KB Titan Pro Mod's going to offer all the combos. And me, it's hard for me to leave that nitrous, that beautiful spray that comes out over the top, and everybody goes, yeah, and the humidity's out, and it looks like it looks like it's on fire. And then see the flames come out the side of it. You can't do better than that.
He likes to work hard with not a lot of you know, good things to happen in the end.
Now, he says work hard. I've seen these guys work really hard on their turbos and the screw.
Everybody out there works hard.
Yeah,
There's no doubt about it.
There ain't no combo easy.
You just mentioned 4 different ways to get that car on the racetrack when it comes to tuning, when it comes to speed, ways to go about getting that horsepower to the rear wheels. But now we're talking about 0.002 seconds separating a field of cars. How does it get that close? Because it sounds like there's a lot of ingenuity you can still put in these things.
Well, the technology today is way far advanced, from the tire technology to the computer technology. The driver really now, I mean, I hate to say it, unless you're in a turbo car, I just let go of a button and try to keep the wheel straight. A turbo car, you got to drive all over the place to keep it straight.
You got to drive all these cars, man.
Yeah,
but like
I
he
guess.
said, the technology to one of the biggest things in technology, in my opinion, is how far everything has came with the converter technology, and just getting the power to the ground. Like, making power is the easy part. If that's all it took, then every car out there would be turbos. You know, turbos are easy to make power with, but after that, the easy stops.
When it comes to getting it to the ground, the Hoosier tire you guys run on now, is it the DR3? Are you running on those? The DR3 or something else? You mentioned the numbers.
Yeah, so those are the model
more of the
numbers.
street categories are doing that.
No, these are all the pro category, being the
So,
2055 and the 20, or what's the
2055 and a 2021.
2021.
So I was trying to get to the point where you have to rely upon that tire to work, the repeatability, the durability. We're talking huge speeds. We're talking huge cash.
He goes 221.
Yeah.
I'm going 208.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a difference in it, and you know that tire has to be good.
Yeah.
And I don't think we'd put a different tire on. I've never ran anything but a Hoosier, if that tells you anything. And I don't think there's anybody in the manufacturing world that really can compete in the pro mod world with Hoosier.
When it comes to the support you have now and how it's blowing up and how it's growing up, do you see next year maybe there's more than 3 rounds of the World Series, the Winter Series? Do you see more guys showing up at Midwest races?
You know, I like to see an A and a B field in some of those. You know, Pro Mod's the show. And if you had an A and a B field, you know, you got your top 32, and then you got your bottom, whatever it may be. But there may only, like I said, only maybe a thousandths difference between 32 and 33. But, you know, that's your show, and then you make it and kind of put everything else around the A and B category is what I would call it. But in the Midwest, you know, we've been fortunate enough to have a lot of cars. They show up. We have a 16-car field. You have to qualify in the Midwest drag racing series. You have to qualify in a 16-car field. So, and not a 32. So if there's 32 cars there, 16's going home. You know, and same thing with the other. There was close to 80 cars, or just say there was 80. And what was that, 68 of them or 58 of them went home?
Wow.
I mean, that's... And these guys,
58 of some of the baddest dudes on the planet, you know, they're out there working hard and loading up and don't get the benefit or the publicity or anything else of letting go of the button in competition, you know. And the first 2 races that we went to last season, the first 2 races I ever raced in his pro mod, that's what happened to us. And I told
I qualified and he didn't.
And I told everybody, look, we'll get it together. We're going to come back, and we're going to do better at the next one. And we did.
How much does it help you having seat time year-round now?
Oh,
a lot. I race a lot. You know, I think with what we do, we put more laps on our cars than really anybody that I know. And it doesn't matter that it's a different combination. The other 2 cars that I race are pro-charged, but it doesn't matter. It's still part of what you're doing. Yeah, I might do a little bit different things once I get in the car, but the work ethic and what it takes to get those cars to the starting line, it's all the same.
yeah, I don't touch a car. Got him and Daniel and him and Aiden and all the guys, right? They got all of them. They do all the work to the car. I don't ever see it. All I get to do is go up there and go, oh, I get to own this thing. Look at that dude go 221. I ain't never getting in that car.
We try to make Keith proud. You know, he's the one with the deep pockets. Unfortunately, I've done a lot in life, but my pockets hadn't gotten any deeper.
So you keep them fed, make sure they're there on time, and they'll do the rest. Is that what you're telling me?
I don't even feed them. I don't
He
even bring
does
the car.
sometimes. That's a
Oh,
lie.
yeah, I
He's
guess I
cooked.
did a
He's
bocce the
cooked.
other night. We did do a bocce the other night. So, but no, you know, really just, it's all awareness on everything we do. And if you look at, I don't care, y'all can call all the No Prep King guys non-racers, but every single one of them strap in the same way I do. They put their pants on in the morning the same way I do, and they deserve the respect that they deserve in the street racing. They deserve it in the pro mod world or in pro racing. And I don't consider either one of them pro or not, because I don't think I could go run the street stuff that the way they ran. I don't think I could compete and drive like they drive. It takes a different driver to drive on no prep. I can promise you that. Back when it was really no prep.
Yes.
And it was, I've seen these guys on the streets in Oklahoma City. So when I say no prep, it's no prep concrete, probably like this carpet right here. And that's even better.
We know the website for the next 2 Pro Mod races at Bradenton, Florida is winterseries.com. Where can we follow along when the Midwest Series starts back up?
So you can file on MWDRS. You can file or follow us on Facebook, Instagram. You know, you can go to the website, MidwestDragRacingSeries.com. You can follow me at KeithHaneyRacing.com. All over Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat. I think we got it all. YouTube. Now, you want to follow YouTube? I think everybody already follows them anyway. I don't think you can get any more followers.
There's so much social media stuff out there these days that we're on everything. You know, every platform out there.
All right, last question. What have you drooled most about here at the show? There's a lot of stuff, a lot of everything here. What'd you look at and go, man, I need that, or I want that, or how they do that?
Well, mine was a trailer I seen outside. I seen a trailer outside, and I'm like, or not a trailer, I'm sorry, a motorhome. I'm like, well, can I put this 589 look with this motorhome back, basically the box? And they said absolutely, and I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna order me a new motorhome.
I'm a car enthusiast, so when I walk around, it's not strictly everything has to be drag racing to me. I like it all. And there's a certain white third gen with gold wheels on it just right around the corner here that 10 Soldiers built that, man, is amazing. It's an amazing piece.
It's a lot of fun to know that this is where we are now, and you guys are on the cusp of really, it's already blowing up, and it's so cool to have you guys here for just a few minutes talking about Hoosier integration in the biggest, baddest pro mod categories. And it's cool you guys spent some time between your trips to Florida to spend here with us at the PRI show. Thanks, guys.
Well, we appreciate you
having us, man. Thank you.
Motor Nova and Keith Haney with the Midwest Drag Racing Series hanging out with us, and we got quite a crowd here. You know why? These guys get it done. Pro mods, man, that's the way to go. And it's great to know Hoosier is underneath these cars going down the racetrack for big cash, including next month in Bradenton, Florida.